Okay, continuing with the topics under math of finance. So after simple interest, supposedly we are now going to discuss all about simple discount. So yung simple discount natin class is the same lang siyang interest din katulad nung ating simple interest. So as a definition, simple discount, the interest is computed based on the final amount and is paid at the beginning of a specified period of time. Thus, this interest is paid in advance. So that's why sometimes for simple discount, it is being called as or it is called as well as an interest in advance. So let's try to understand yung definition ng simple discount. Ano ba yung difference niya doon sa simple interest aside from calling it as interest in advance, and why does it call it interest in advance? So as you can see, sabi dito, it's paid at the beginning of a specified period of time. If we try to compare it with the definition ng simple interest, yung simple interest natin is an interest paid at the end of a specified period of time. So that's one thing. That's one difference with it with simple interest. So ito is going to be paid at the beginning, and as well as it's going to be computed based on the final amount. So sa ating simple interest, we don't need actually the final amount to get the interest, the simple interest. Yung simple interest pa nga ang ini-use in order to get the final amount. So, again, as a recap, we calculate for the interest, add it with the principal, and we get the final amount. For this case, yung sa simple discount, sinasubtract naman natin yung ating interest or yung ating interest in advance or our discount with the final amount, which is going to be another value that we could get, which is the proceeds. So, yan yung simple discount. So, we also have variables doon sa ating formula that we use for simple discount. So, for this case, pag we want to calculate for the simple discount, we let F be the amount of the loan. So, hindi lang ito limited doon sa mga like yung mga items that we buy, kasi we know that we get discounts from items that we buy. For example, we go to the mall and it's on sale, yung mga items doon, we get discount from it. It could be also a case wherein we try to get a loan. So for this case, we let F be the amount of the loan. The proceeds, P, is the amount received by the borrower after removing the interest on the loan. So ito yung value na nakukuha natin, just like what I said. If we try to subtract our interest in advance with our amount of the loan, we get the proceeds. And then the amount removed by the lender is so-called the interest in advance. And the rate used to compute this is the simple discount rate. For this case, for proceeds, we use the variable P. For interest of the advance or interest in advance, we use I sub A. And then for simple discount rate, we use T. And the term of discount is denoted by T. So these are the terms that we could use if we are trying to calculate for the simple discount. And again, these are being used doon sa ating formula. So let me go to the next slide so that you see yung sa formula niya. So for a while lang, medyo nag-ano siya. So ito yung formula niya now. So for simple discount, we use a formula I sub A is equal to F dt. So the following is a formula used to compute for the interest in advance. So as you can see, it has similarities with our formula for simple interest. So, for our simple interest, that is I is equal to PRT. So for this case, we just replace some of the variables, right? So yung F here, hindi na siya yung principal amount, but F here is the amount of loan. So kind of like the idea pa din ng yung ating principal amount. And then D here is going to be our discount rate, and T is the term. And of course, we use I sub A um, um, differentiate it with nung ating simple interest na topic kanina, or differentiate it with the idea of simple interest. So again, yung simple discount natin is going to be computed by using our variable I sub A, which is our interest and advance here. And then the following are the derived formulas. So we could equate the formula na I sub A is equal to F dt, just like what I have presented for simple interest. If you want to find for the discount rate, we could just divide both sides of the equation by Ft, and then ma-isolate natin yung D using algebraic manipulation. Then we could get D is equal to I sub A divided by Ft, which is the discount rate. And then for the term of loan, we could use T is equal to I sub A divided by Fd. And then for the amount of loan, we could have F is equal to I sub A divided by dt. And then this one, for letter D, if we want to try to find the proceeds after we subtract the discount or the interest in advance, then we could use P is equal to F minus I sub A. And again, we also have an alternative formula for that. If we want to find for proceeds, we could just do the expanded value ng ating formula sa letter D, and then we could get P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So you could use either of these formulas in order to find for the proceeds. And also, we could equate our equation as well into finding our F. So if we want to find our final amount, not the final amount, but the amount of the loan, we could just get F, we could just use, F is equal to P divided by 1 minus dt. So, yung gagawin mo lang, again, i-divide mo yung both sides by 1 minus dt to get F. So, we could make use of these formulas in order to find yung ating mga values na nandun sa ating formula. So, this is best explained using an example. So, let's try to go to the example now. So, let's say ito yung example natin. For example 1, sabi dito, George borrowed 150,000 from the DLSU Credit Cooperative for a term of 1 year, and the interest charge is 10% simple discount rate. Find the proceeds of the loan. So for this case, of course, meron tayong flow. Gagamitin pa din natin yung flow, just like what I have presented to you for simple interest. We are going to try to identify the given. So for this case, yung given natin is, the first value is 150,000 pesos. That's a borrowed money by George. So therefore, this is going to be our amount of the loan. So therefore, this is going to be our F. And then for our 10%, this is actually the discount rate. So again, our rates are expressed in percentages form or percentage form. So therefore, automatically yung 10% natin here is our discount. And then we also have the term, which is 1 year. So therefore, T here is 1 year. And then, what is our required here? So, sabi sa problem, find the proceeds of the loan. So basically, we are trying to find for the P, or ilan na lang yung amount after we subtract our interest in advance or our discount. So for this case, yung formula na gagamitin natin is we could actually use yung ating formula for the proceeds. So again, if we go back to the slide that we're in, we have the formulas. You could either use itong formula na P is equal to F minus I sub A, or either you could use P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So, for this case, yung ginamit na formula is P is equal to F minus I sub A. So, that's why for this solution, we have to find muna yung I sub A. So, we could do that naman kasi meron naman tayong F, D, tsaka T. Meron naman tayong amount of the loan, meron naman tayong discount rate, tapos meron naman tayong time. So, for this case, we are just going to substitute these values for the computation. So, this is going to be our formula. So, dalawa yung formula that we are going to use. This one, tsaka ito. And then, for the computation, this is going to be our computation. We are going to calculate for our interest in advance first. Interest in advance is equal to 150,000 times 0.10. Again, do not forget to convert our rates into decimal form. So 10 divided by 100, 0.10 times 1 is equal to 15,000 pesos. So therefore, the interest in advance is 15,000 pesos. Tapos yung gagawin natin, kasi nga, ano siya, simple discount siya, instead of adding this interest in advance to the principal amount, we subtract it to get the proceeds. So for this case, it would be P is equal to F minus I sub A. So, yung F natin is 150,000 minus nung ating interest in advance. So, you will get 135,000 pesos. So, as for the conclusion, thus, George will receive 135,000 as proceeds of his loan. So, ganun lang. Ganun lang kadali din i-calculate yung ating simple discount. But for this case, let's try to use yung other formula. Let's say we don't want to get yung ating interest in advance but directly use yung ating formula nga P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So, P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So, these values are there already in the problem. So, we could do that as well. Yung F natin is going to be 150,000. Tapos, 1 minus yung D, which is 0.10, times T, which is 1 year. And then, 150,000. Tapos, 1 minus 0.10, kasi nga, 0.10 times 1 is 0.10 as well. And then, 150,000 times 1 minus 0.10. So, ilan yan? So, if you pull up the calculator right here, 1 minus 0.10, 0.10 is how much? That is 0.9. And then, multiply mo siya ng 150,000 to see what is the value of the proceeds. Times 150,000, that is 135,000 pesos. So, as you can see, you would still arrive with the same value. So, kayo lang kung ano yung mas madali sa inyo, whichever formulas would work for you as long as it follows the definitions in our rules in math, then that would be good to find the missing value. And then another example involving simple discount to further practice on calculating the values um, under simple discount. Let's try to do this example 2. So example 2, sabi dito, how much should Dwayne borrow to have 15,000 a day if he promised to pay it in 2 years at D is equal to 6 and 3 over 7% or 0.064285,714. So for this case, again, as a flow, we try to find the given or make use, not find because the given is there. Make use of the given, which is 15,000. It's the first value given. So yung 15,000, sabi dito, how much should Dwayne borrow to have 15,000 today? So, basically, he wants to arrive with a value of 15,000. So, basically, that's the amount of loan that we wanted to have after subtracting the interest in advance or the discount. So, therefore, this is going to be our F. And then, to pay it in 2 years. So, yung 2 years dito is our time, obviously, because the SI unit of time is in years. And then, obviously, our D here, which is the discount rate, is given. So, we write this down. Yung F natin is 15,000. Yung T natin is 2 years. So, let me erase this one first. So that is 15,000. And then yung D natin is given, which is calculated na siya in decimal form. So 0.64285714. 0.064285,714. And then for the required, if you want to find the required, so the required natin is how much should Dwayne borrow. So, how much should Dwayne borrow? So, for this case, how much should Dwayne borrow to have... okay. So, I'm so sorry about that. Let me redefine the variable. Kasi how much should Dwayne borrow? Let's correct ourselves. So yung 15,000 today is going to be the proceeds, because that's the amount of value that we want to arrive for. And then how much should Dwayne borrow is the amount of the loan. So we are trying to find for the F. So P is the proceeds. So F is going to be the value that we are looking for. So we have to make use now of a formula na pwede doon sa ating F. So what would be the formula that we could use? So sa ating formulas, no, if we are going to use I sub A is equal to F dt, we need to find, we need to have the interest in advance, which is not given on the problem. So hindi tayo pwedeng mag-use ng I sub A is equal to F dt to find yung ating, what do you call that one? To find our F. But instead, we could have the formula for the proceeds and then equate it to find F. Kasi nga, sa alternative formula for the proceeds, yung alternative formula for the proceeds is P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So as you can see, meron tayong P here, which is the proceeds. We could make use of that. Yung D tsaka T is there as well, or the time and the discount is there as well. So we could just isolate F to find now your um, um, the value that we are looking for, which is F, obviously. We can make use of the other variables, I mean. So for this case, we tried to equate this one. So if we do that, we are going to divide both sides by 1 minus dt. So if you do that, 1 minus dt, divide it in both sides, it would give you F is equal to P divided by 1 minus dt. And then from that, we could do the computation now by substituting the values. So, excuse me, F is equal to P divided by 1 minus dt. And then yung P mo dyan is 15,000. Tsaka, i-divide mo lang siya nung 1 minus our D, which is 0.064285714, and then multiply it by the number of years, which is 2. So we do the denominator first because it's very lengthy yung values natin doon. So 15,000 tapos 1 minus the specific value that we would get. So if we use the calculator, that's 0.06 4285714. 4285714, and then we multiply it by 2, and then you would get these values. So 0.1285714, 1428, 0.128571571 times 71 428, and then from that you subtract it by 1. So if you subtract it by 1, how much is that? That would be 0.8714, 0.8, 0.871428, 572. So let me reconfirm that one, 0.871428,572. So that's a value, and then how much would we get from that? So we divide it by 15,000. We divide 15,000 from it. 15,000, 0.8714, 0.8714, 28572. 28572. So 28572. So 0.8714, 28572, and then you get 17,213.115 or 0.115. So 17,213.115 115. So basically, this is the amount of money that Dwayne should borrow to have a proceeds of 15,000 or to have 15,000 today. So if we are going to answer the problem, we could say uh, Dwayne should borrow 17,213.115 to have 15,000 today. So yan. So that's the answer to the problem. So that's the precedes or the value that we are looking for. So that's how we apply yung ating formula for precedes. Now, let's move on to another problem. So if we want to another problem, we have a problem right here, for example, 3, says that how long should 75,000 be discounted to have a proceeds of 50,000 at 12.6% simple discount rate. So, again, we make use of the given. So, ano yung given sa problem? The first value is 75,000. So, yung 75,000 dito is the uh, amount of loan, obviously, which is F. Kasi nga, ito yung value na kukunan natin ng discount. And then, the proceeds there, which is obviously stated on the problem, is 50,000. And then, our discount rate, obviously, is 12.6. So, we try to take note of that. Yung F natin is 75,000. Yung P is 50,000. Yung D is 12.6%. And again, we could not make use of 12.6%. We should we divide this one first by 100. So 12.6 divided by 100 is how much? That's 0.126. So that's a decimal form of our discount rate. And then what is required on the problem? Ano yung required sa problem? So yung required sa problem is yung time. Kasi nga, it's obviously stated na how long. So basically yung how long is telling us that how much time do we need in order to have a proceeds of 50,000 pesos. So obviously time is missing. So T is the value that we are looking for. And then for the formula, of course, we have to try to see a formula that we could use in order to find our time. So for this case, we cannot make use of the formula for interest in advance, which is I sub A is equal to FDT. Kasi nga, we are given with the proceeds and final amount. But we could get the interest on advance by subtracting our F with P and then make use of that to find our time. But let's try to do both na lang. So, let's try to do a case wherein we are going to use yung ating formula for interest and advance. So, we could have F, I sub A muna, would be calculated by subtracting our P with F, F with P. So, we could have yung proceeds is calculated as F minus I sub A. So, if we try to find I sub A, it would be now transposing our value to the other side. So, if we transpose I sub A, it would be now F minus P. And then I sub A would be F equal to 75,000 minus 50,000. And then it would give us our interest of advance for this problem, which is 25,000 pesos. So 25,000 pesos. And then we could make use of this to find our time. So, again, yung ating formula for interest in advance or simple discount is I sub A is equal to FDT. So, we could try to equate this one in which yung T ang naka-isolate or T yung ibibigay na value niya automatically. So, we are going to divide both sides by FD to have T is equal to I sub A is equal to FD. And then from this, yung I sub A is given na, so 25,000. So basically, this is also the computation part na din ng ating problem. So, computation na din to. And then 25,000 divided by F, which is 75,000 times our D, which is 0.126. And then 25,000 divided by 75,000 times 0.126. So 75,000 times 0.126 is 9,450. So this one would be 9,450. Tapos, i-divide mo lang siya, 25,000 divided by 9,450. So you get 2.65. So 2.645. Let's try to do that. Yung 2.645 na lang. 2.64. So say 5 to. So 2.646 years. So it would take 2.646 years to have a proceeds of 50,000 if you loan 75,000. And then we could also express this value in months. So if we express this value in years and months, we are just going to express 0.646 in months. So we cannot write on these portions, so I'll just make use of the space right here. So years, and then 0.646 lang yung i-convert natin in years times ilan yun? 1 year and 12 months. 1 year is equal to 12 months. So we want to arrive in months, so years would be on the denominator. So 0.646 times 12. 0.646 times 12 is how much? So that is roughly 8 months. So mga 8 months siya. 8 months. So you could say, or 2 years and 8 months. So yan. So we already have the time. But let's try to do yung other formula niya. So sa other formula niya is we are going to make use yung alternative formula. So yung alternative formula again is P is equal to, let me just draw a line here to separate it with the solution that we have right here. So yan. So yung P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So yan. So yan yung formula for the proceeds. So P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. And then we could have this one. Let me recheck now. Yeah, P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. So that's correct. And then we could try to do this one na P is equal to F minus F dt. Tapos we could actually transpose P minus F F on the other side. So we get P minus F and then equal to minus F dt. Minus F dt. And then divide both sides by negative F. Negative FD. So you get T is equal to negative P minus F divided by FD. So it would be equal now to we could have f minus p divided by fd. So yan, we could make use of this formula to find the time. Let's try to see if it would work. T is equal to f minus p divided by fd. Tapos, yung f dyan is 75,000. So, 75,000 ka minus yung p mo, which is 50,000. Tapos, divide ka ng fd. So, yung f natin is 75,000 times our d, which is 0.126. So, 75,000 minus 50,000 is 25,000. Tapos, mag 75,000 ka times 0.126, that's basically the same thing as this one. So, it would be 9,450. And again, 25,000 divided by 9,450 is just 2.646. Or again, 2 years and 8 months. So basically, you could make use of this formula again to find the time. So if we are going to answer the problem for a conclusion, it would still be 2.646 years, or 2 years and 8 months. And then for the last problem, no, under simple discount, before we proceed with compound interest, let's have determine the discount rate if 32,000 is the proceeds of a loan of 43,000 due in 16 months. So again, we are going to make use of the given. So ano yung given sa problem? That is 32,000. So yung 32,000 dito is the proceeds of the loan. So that was stated in the problem. So we denote it by P. And then yung loan there is 43,000. So therefore this is F. And then yung 16 months there is yung ating term. And then again, we write this down. P is equals to 32,000 pesos. And then F there is 43,000 pesos. And then T is 16 months. And then we want to express our term in years. So we are going to multiply this by the conversion value. So if we want to arrive in years, that would be 1 year over 12 months. And then 16 divided by 12 is how much? So 16 divided by 12 is 1.33. So we could just settle for 1.333. So yan, 1.33 years. And then the required is going to be the discount rate. So kasi nga determine the discount rate. So R or D, I mean, is the value that we are looking for. And then for the formula that we are going to use, again, we could do a case we're in, just like what I did kanina for the time. We make use of the formula, we subtract first yung ating proceeds with I mean yung final amount with the proceeds to find the interest in advance or the simple discount, and then make use of the formula for the simple discount to find yung kanyang pinaka discount rate. So let's try to do that now so that we would not craft up another formula just like what I did kanina sa alternative formula, but we could do that as a practice, no? So for this case, let's try to do yung subtracting it first to get the interest in advance. So yung interest in advance is equal to F minus yung P. So it would be now F minus P, tapos yung isa pa na formula, which is I sub A is equal to F dt. So for this case, if we do that, if we equate this one, and in terms of D, it would be D is equal to I sub A divided by FD. So D is equal to I sub A divided by F T. Kasi nga I sub A is equal to F dt. We want to isolate yung ating D. So, yan. And then, we do the computation by using the formula. So, it would be now I sub A is equal to F minus P. So, F natin is 43,000 minus 32,000. So, how much is that? 43 minus 32 is going to give you 11,000. So, 11,000 pesos. And then, for our um, discount rate, it would be discount is equal to I sub A divided by FT. Tapos yung I sub A natin is 11,000 divided by F, which is 43,000. Tapos times nung time natin, which is 1.3333. We could do first yung 1.3333, no? So we could have 11,000. Tapos 43,000 times 1.333. So 43,000 times 1.333. So we get 57,331.9. 57,331.9. So 11,000 divided by 57,331.9. So we get 0.1919. So 0.1919. We could round off the value to that specific decimal point. So decimal place, I mean. So 0.1919. That's our discount rate. Tapos, you want to express it in percentage form. So, 0.1919 times 100%. So, if you do that, if you times this one with 100%, it would be 19.19. So, you get 19.19%. So, if you want to answer the problem, the discount rate of 32,000 the 30,000 proceeds of a loan with a loan of 43,000 due in 16 months would be 19.19%. And again, pwede ka gihapon magbuhatan kanina na ako naging buhat ha or what I did in example 2. So, sige na nga, ako na lang gihapon. Let's try to do that. So, if we do that, let me add another page. Tapos, pag mag-add ako another page, we have this one, no? This problem. Wait lang. If we add it on another page, anyways, duplicate ko na lang. So, if we duplicate, it can be erased. Yan. So, pag mag-erase kita, I'll use another formula. So, again, yung formula natin is F is equal to P is equal to F times 1 minus dt. And then, we want to get yung D. So, P is equal to F minus F dt. Again, we are going to transpose yung places ng ating values. So, we could have F dt, no? Is equal to F minus P. Tapos, divide natin ng both sides ng ft. So, if you divide both sides by ft, you get d is equal to F minus P divided by ft. Tapos, we could do the computation, no? To check whether it would work or if it has the same value. So, d is equal to F minus P divided by ft. Tapos, yung f natin there is 43,000 minus 32,000 divided by f, which is 43,000 times the time, which is 1.3333. So this is going to be 11,000 again. Tapos kanina yung 43,000, no? Oops, doesn't work already. 43,000 times 1.333, that's 57,331.9. 57. Oops, hindi na tayo makabalik doon. But anyways, no, you would still arrive with the same value. You have seen naman, diba, na it would give you still the same value because you are going to divide 11,000 with 57,331.9, which would give you still 19.19%. So, ito. So, it would be 57,331.9, 57,331.9, and then it would still give you 0.1919 times 100%. It would still give you 19.19%. Okay? So, pwedeng ganun din. You could make use of the formula to arrive to a certain value that you want. So, yan. And then, I think we still have one more problem. So this is going to be another problem. So, we are not done yet with this. So, let's do yung example 5. So, ano naman yung example 5? So, yung example 5, amount of loan for 5 years and 7 months at 16 and 3/8% simple discount rate. Fixed proceed or 12,500. So, again, we make use of the given. So, ano yung given sa problem? We have 5 years and 7 months. So, basically, that's time. And then 16 and 3/8% is going to be our rate. And then our 12,500 is a proceeds. And then yung hinahanap natin or the missing value is F, or the amount of loan. So we could have the time there, which is 5 years and 7 months. Tapos yung D, excuse me, for a while lang.